it's not an easy process to try to go to the head of the generation. Just like if you had a disease, it wouldn't be an easy process to try to find the greatest doctor in the world, and to go to the greatest doctor, you'd have to pay, you'd have to take them seriously, you'd have to have some patience. You get it? So yeah, and so I love supporting people to come to Rob Berland, and or to look for who they think is the greatest righteous leader of the generation, and get close to them. And people that don't want to take part in that process, I kind of have a harder and harder time dealing with them, because it all seems such like the stuff they're bringing to me, the stuff we're getting into, it's like a runaround, right? It's like what to do when we're avoiding that. Remember when you're in school and you meet with your best friend, and you're supposed to do homework, and you'd get involved with other things, and you wouldn't do the homework, and you're kind of dreading doing the homework. It reminds me of that process where people that aren't in this process, they'll be just sort of using me as part of their distraction to avoid the process, because there's not really any getting away from the process, as far as I can see. Even if you're not Jewish, even if you don't believe in the Torah, who do you think is the head great person in the generation to get close to? And what did they tell you? What did they instruct you? I want to know. I like it. I have an old friend of mine who he thought was the head Tai Chi master of the generation. It's interesting staying in touch with them, what they do, how they train. It's more relevant to me than someone who's just kind of like not looking for it, right? And yeah. And back to the part about the abuse of power, taking money. It's if people want an excuse to avoid Rob Berland, they have the media's full of these two accusations, mostly the abuse of power one. And we got the book here in the office. A lot of people have been reading it. This has the answers to those accusations. But don't believe everything you hear. That's the important part. And again, it shouldn't stop you at all, because your gears should be running towards who you think is the greatest leader, right? Very, very easy and very tempting to say, "Oh, I don't like what you're about. I don't like who you're following." Very immature. Very hard to say, "This is who I follow. This is why I'm following them. This is what he told me to do, what she told me to do." You know what I'm saying? So let's do some positivity here. Okay. God bless. Be in touch.